Hello Internet! Welcome to my masterclass. Today I want to share a story that might just flip your perspective on travel, and maybe even life itself. Today I'm going to change your life. Or at the very least I'll show you how I changed mine by thinking a little differently. You want to travel the world, but there's one problem: money. That's the wall that stops most of us before we even start dreaming. I used to scroll through Instagram, watching influencers live it up in Rome and Dubai, wondering how they could afford it. It felt like there was a secret club and I was stuck outside, nose pressed to the glass. Then I discovered their secret: travel for free, or so the YouTube gurus claimed. Suddenly the impossible seemed possible if only I could crack the code. I made a vow: I'd join their ranks and fly to Spain for free, no bank robbery required. Spain became my North Star, my ultimate goal. This was my declaration of war against the airline industry, armed with loopholes and loyalty points. I was ready to play their game, but on my terms. I became obsessed, binging videos and blogs about travel hacking. My nights turned into research marathons fueled by curiosity and caffeine. The gurus made it sound easy. Sign up for a bunch of credit cards, spend thousands, and boom, free ticket. But I quickly realized there was more to it than flashy headlines. My friends were skeptical. Free is just marketing, they said. But I was determined. I wanted to prove them wrong, to show that with the right strategy, it could be done. I dove into the world of Avios, Sky Miles and points, transforming into a portfolio manager of imaginary airline money. Every point felt like a step closer to my dream. My plan: follow every online prophet's word, become a disciple of the travel hack. I was ready to learn, adapt, and hustle. My browser history became a wall of best travel rewards cards and how to maximize your points. I was deep in the rabbit hole and there was no turning back. I was in deep, studying for an exam with no textbook. Just conflicting blog posts. Every answer led to more questions, but I kept digging. But I was committed. I'd get that free flight, even if it cost me my sanity. The challenge became a game, and I was determined to win. Spain was calling, and I was determined to answer without paying the long-distance charges. The journey had begun, and there was no stopping me now. I was ready to outsmart the system. Let the games begin. This was more than just a trip. It was a mission to prove that with the right mindset, you can beat the odds. Step 1. Get a travel rewards credit card. This is your golden ticket to the world of points, perks, and free flights. But with so many options, picking the right one feels like choosing your Hogwarts house. Choose wisely. I signed up for the Sapphire Phoenix Platinum Elite, promising a mountain of points if I spent $4 grand in 3 months. The welcome bonus sparkled like treasure, and I was ready to chase it. Easy, I thought. Groceries, bills, dinners, I put everything on the card. Every swipe felt like a step closer to my dream vacation. I even paid for group dinners and told friends to Venmo me later. They thought I was generous, I was just chasing points. Every group outing became a secret mission to rack up rewards. I tried to pay my landlord with the card. No luck. Convenience fees are real. Turns out not every expense is fair game in the points race. The catch? You actually need $4,000 to pay it off. The gurus skipped that part. Suddenly, the free points didn't feel so free. I started buying things I didn't need: pressure cooker, boat, anyone, just to hit the minimum spend. The urge to reach the bonus made every sale look tempting. My apartment filled with strategic purchases. My bank account not so much. Boxes piled up, but my savings shrank. But after 3 months I hit the target. 60,000 bonus points appeared in my account. It felt like winning the lottery, at least for a moment. I felt like a dragon on a hoard of gold. All those points, just waiting to be spent on adventure. I ignored the 3 air fryers and the credit card bill that could fund a small country. The thrill of the points was too strong to worry about consequences, at least for now. The important thing, I had the points. That's what mattered in my mind, even if my wallet disagreed. The free flight was within reach. I could almost taste the in-flight peanuts and see the city lights from above. Now, the easy part, booking the ticket, or so I thought. The real adventure was just beginning. I was ready to claim my prize. The anticipation was electric. I was a financial wizard, at least that's what I told myself. I'd played the game and won, or so it seemed. The system was about to be outsmarted, or so I thought. Little did I know, the next challenge was lurking just ahead. Next stop, the airline rewards portal. Time to see if my points could really take me where I wanted to go. Let's see how far these points really go. The journey was just getting started. Armed with 60,000 points, the result of months of careful spending and tracking every bonus offer, I felt like I was holding a golden ticket. I logged onto the airline's portal, ready to book Madrid, picturing myself strolling through Spanish plazas in the sun. I expected a red carpet, maybe even a glass of champagne at check-in. Instead, I got a reality check that hit harder than turbulence. My points weren't enough for a direct flight, or even a flight without a 17-hour layover in Helsinki, which wasn't exactly on my bucket list. The flights I wanted cost 250,000 points plus a $900 copay, a price tag that made my free ticket feel like a cruel joke. The free flights? Only on impossible dates like midweek in February or at 3 a.m. on a Tuesday. The gurus never mentioned this part: the fine print, the blackout dates, the endless restrictions. I learned about transferring points to partner airlines, which only made things more confusing, as if I'd stumbled into a secret society with its own language. Suddenly, I was managing a portfolio of international alliances, deciphering cryptic advice from online forums and self-proclaimed experts. Transfer UR to Flying Blue during a bonus, then book via Air France to avoid YQ. What? It felt like code breaking. Booking a free flight became a full-time job with terrible pay and even worse hours. Every night I searched, calculated, and sighed, my dreams of Madrid fading with each click. Spreadsheets, diagrams, flight schedules. I was in deeper than I ever expected for a free trip. The influencer's easy process was a lie, a highlight reel that skipped the struggle. But I refused to give up. I was determined to crack the code, no matter how long it took. I'd bought a pressure cooker for this, meals on autopilot so I could focus on my mission. I was going to find that free flight, even if it aged me a decade. The hunt continued. I was all in, and I wasn't backing down. After weeks of searching, I found it. A flight to Barcelona, not Madrid, but close enough. One layover in Frankfurt, 5 hours. 58,000 points and $150 in taxes. I clicked confirm booking and did a victory dance. I sent the screenshot to my friends. See? Told you it was possible. I felt like a genius, planning my tapas-fueled adventure. I was ready to make my own influencer video, leaving out the weeks of research and spreadsheet madness. Then the universe laughed. A week later, schedule change notification. My 5-hour layover became 23 hours. My free flight now included a bonus day in Frankfurt. My options accept or start over. I sighed and pictured myself eating a pretzel in the airport. Not the flamenco I'd dreamed of, but hey, still free. Sort of. With my flight booked, it was time to pack. Like a pro, according to the influencers. They fit 6 weeks of outfits into a backpack the size of a lunchbox, using magic packing cubes. I tried to follow their lead, but my versatile shirts were just the ones without stains. I bought packing cubes, a travel towel, and solid shampoo bars that smelled like disappointment. My mission fit everything in a carry-on to avoid bag fees. After hours of rolling clothes, my backpack looked like it swallowed a bowling ball. I gave up. Minimalism wasn't for me. I packed a normal suitcase, my favorite hoodie, and way too many socks. The dream of being a sleek traveler died. The free flight was already costing me money and dignity, but I was ready. Departure day. I strutted into the airport, feeling like a winner, until the check-in agent hit me with a $60 bag fee. My free flight's total ticked up. Security was a slog. Instagram showed Chad in the airport lounge, sipping champagne. I was in the take your shoes off line. No lounge access for me, just another hidden cost. Hungry, I caved and bought a $22 sandwich that tasted like regret. My running total, $150 in taxes, $60 for the bag, $22 for food, over $200, and I hadn't left yet. Finally, I boarded. Last row, next to the bathroom, knees pressed to the seat. As the plane took off, I looked out the window and remembered why I started this. I was flying to Spain. It wasn't free, but it was happening. Now, just a 9-hour flight and a day in Frankfurt to survive. Easy, right? The real journey was just beginning. I was about to learn what free really means. Spoiler, it's not what the gurus promised, but I was all in. After a marathon layover in Frankfurt, I landed in Barcelona, bleary-eyed but triumphant. First challenge getting to my hotel. The airport bus only took cash or local cards. I found an ATM, paid a hefty fee, and watched my free trip rack up more costs. Every step brought new expenses, city taxes, museum fees, free tours that ended with a guilt-fueled tip. Even the free museum was only free on Sundays. Today was Tuesday. I tried to live frugally, but the costs kept adding up. Metro tickets, snacks, souvenirs. The flight might have been paid for with points, but the vacation was anything but free. My grand scheme was turning into a lesson in basic economics. Free, it turns out, is just another marketing word, but I was determined to enjoy every moment. On my last night, I did the math. $150 in taxes, $95 card fee, $60 bag, $22 sandwich, $327 before I even landed. Add $11 in ATM fees, city taxes, and all the little extras. But the biggest cost? Time. I'd spent at least 40 hours researching and booking. If my time's worth $20 an hour, that's $800. My free flight now cost over $1,000. I could have bought a direct flight for less and skipped the layover. I'd twisted my life for months to save a few $100. The system wasn't hacked, I was. My pressure cooker sat at home, unused. Was it worth it? Maybe. I got a story and saw Barcelona. But free was the biggest joke of all. So, what's the real secret to flying for free? There isn't one. The free travel myth is just that, a myth. Point-subsidized travel sounds less sexy, but it's the truth. If you want to play the game, be realistic. It's a part-time job, and the house always wins. Never buy things you don't need for points. Don't go into debt for a free flight. The best travel hack? Save your money. The real value of travel isn't in how little you paid for the flight. It's in the experiences you have when you land. My best memory wasn't the flight, it was getting lost and finding the best tapas of my life. That wasn't free, but it was priceless. So stop chasing the myth. Just go. Book a ticket you can afford, even if it's next to the bathroom. As for me, next time I'm taking the train and paying cash.